Don't ever touch it. Brother of this muscular man. You just have to mess with your brother, no matter how big the ear is. They were all strangled by him. Rooney stormed into enemy territory. 2 hands 2 guns shooting his crazy. You can fight the whole army. In the face of enemy mines, he's gracefully facing. The bomb doesn't affect a hair on your leg. Rooney is like a mighty warrior. Thousands of armed enemies. I just heard a loud scream. You can stop all the bullets. More than 1,000 enemy bullets were fired. If he misses one, he's done with all his opponents. This brave man has a terrible name. That's Rooney. He has a cowardly brother named Vim. My brother was bullied all the time, but just call out for an hour. Rooney immediately ran there. Give your brother's bullies a good fight. Rooney's father is a police officer. In a mission to crack down on crime, he was unfortunately seriously injured. At the last moment before he died, he told Rooney to protect him. Boys can never leave you. Because the father knows the brother is weak and cowardly, and the youngest is very brave. When he finished, he closed his eyes. From that moment on, Rooney takes on the responsibility you gave him. Take care of your brother. 15 years later, both of you grew up. Wynn has not yet dealt with the emotional sadness, like a girl who doesn't get her bear dust. Watch a movie that cries from beginning to end. When going about Vim not careful, VA must be a thug. He immediately apologized, but the enemy couldn't hear. Vim, I can't stop this. He screamed for an hour. Johnny Ronnie was there. These thugs, I didn't know who I was poking at, and laugh at them. Johnny sees behind his ears bleeding. In my head imagine the scene where Wynn was beaten. This has irritated me. A steel punch spoils a guy's outfit. 720 degrees, strangle him, and lift him hard on the ground. The next second makes him human. The surfer saw a guy on the ground. Wake up. Ronnie flipped around and carried him up. I want to kill him on the spot. My brother is afraid of murder, so rush to stop. These thugs are afraid to piss their pants. I'm scared to run away. The next morning the uncle who knew Rooney was very brave. Tell him to go to the police. Rooney gave this opportunity to his brother. Wynn just became a police officer. He felt more powerful than his people. But not for 3 seconds. Something unexpected happens. These thugs dare to kill. Fire in front of the police station. No police officer dares to get their hands on it. It's the most powerful gangster in the country. Go to the police station. The boss sat on the chair. A bunch of shivering cops 7. I dare not look directly at him. Vim was so scared that he shrugged his head. After they leave, Vim asked colleagues at SAO they didn't show up. And the police officer turned his head to the sheriff. Turns out many years ago, the police chief also stood out against gangsters. His daughter was stabbed to death by them. Before they leave, they raise their finger to challenge. From then on, 01 AI even dared to touch the gangsters. These thugs are rapidly expanding their power. Turn this city a haven for terrorists. It is also the hell of the people. The police received a report. The terrorists took a lot of hostages. The police department went to rescue the victim. Make him afraid to piss out his pants. I can't help but call my brother for help. Ronnie told his brother not to worry. Don't worry, just go there. Wynn alone goes to the territory of the gangster. And Ronnie was ambushed here. Tell your brother it's 45 seconds. Soon the bodies of the wicked were piled up. Johnny adjusted his clothes. And then he left. Give your brother all the credit. He became a hero in the hearts of the people. But he's also become a thorn in the boss's eye. He ordered his men to destroy Wynn. They thought they were winning too hard. You just kidnapped your brother Rooney. Wynn came to give up his life. But what they never expected. I've kidnapped a champion god of war. With a blink of an eye Rooney began to act. In less than 2 minutes, a bunch of shrimp were beaten. Ask Ronnie to help you. I made a big contribution. Days and months later, a bunch of swaggering people and the smugglers on the train. They're all wiped out by Ronnie's steel punch. Brother, thanks to Ronnie's help, is also promoted. Received countless medals and awards. This time Vim received a mission to Syria. Ronnie thought it was business as usual, so don't come along. Who knew you two were making a video call? Vim said he just lost his wallet. Then I saw someone break into my brother's room and beat him savagely. My brother is worried like a fire. Tell them to stop. Rooney can't stand it anymore. Who dared to touch his brother? Whether it's an individual or an organization. I'll tell them hands. Rooney immediately flew to Syria. Go to the police to ask about the situation. The police just heard the famous terrorist. In the heart of worry, I didn't want to get involved in this, so I refused to answer. Fortunately, Rooney met a friend outside. Thanks to his help. Find the location of the terrorist. Rooney came to save his brother. This man is so brave. I want to save my brother and go alone. The enemy's territory throwing grenades. Blow up a building. It's like a war god flying through the air. And some more grenades. The camp immediately sank into the sea. Terrorists into swooping around like bees breaking their hives. And then Ronnie used his power to serve them. Then use your own power. Stop the terrorist convoy. After a hard fight. You saved a lot of hostages, but there's no Vim in there. Rooney has to keep looking. He got angry and he crawled up and shot. Make the whole convoy explode. Your shirt catches on fire, or it can reveal lean muscles. It makes you look stronger. Suddenly, 3 helicopters full of weapons surrounded him. Rooney picked up 2 guns on the ground, started shooting like crazy. But it's absolutely impossible to shoot down the terrorist plane. Molecules start to counterattack. Rooney screamed for an hour. Come here. He's not scared. Use the technology to quickly escape all the mines. And then borrowed the explosive power of the bomb to climb on the plane. Then the helicopter crashed to the ground. Now thousands of terrorists are surrounding us. Start bombarding Rooney crazy. Used only one helicopter door. Against a series of shots. Like rain as a storm. Now there's only fresh blood and death. I can ease your anger. We just solved these terrorists. The wall suddenly collapsed. More than 10 tanks surrounded Rooney. Rooney came out of the box easily, with a long slide. He picked up the gun and kicked it against the wall and flew up. Turn the handle on the mercenaries. You take advantage of your speedrunning technique, leading the tank forward to crash into the helicopter. It caused a terrible explosion. Destroy all the tanks. Rooney heard his brother's voice. So jump down from the sky like a god. The terrorist leader found Rooney too strong. Let me take all the other hostages. You have to leave your girlfriend. Watching someone you love get raped. Rooney didn't have time to figure it out. Fight again. My brother has been a coward since childhood. Finally brave to shout out in outrage. You touch me, I'll let you all die. I saw my brother being bullied. He's finally mad. For the first time, enemies like crazy. Even the leader was taken to heaven by his brother. Rooney was injured and closed his eyes. But the leader is not dead. Trying to win. Rooney suddenly opened his eyes. Protect your brother again. From then on, the 2 brothers lived happily together. This movie is the end. This movie is called Saving Beauty BA. Question of this period. If you had the power of Rooney, what would you do? Please send your answer below the comment section. Thank you for your interest. Follow. Hello and see you later.